Go. Okay, here we go. Yeah, we're rolling. We're going to go right in the middle season. I have one card left over. I get to take all these action cards back into my hand. We're going to fix the AI's record. I'm going to put my record to 0-0. At the beginning of the mid and the late seasons, I'm going to draw 4 additional cards. So here are my 4 cards. I am ready to go. Let's get my depth rating checked out. I have 7 players in my system now. 7 impact players on my chart that tells me I'm going to lose 5 games. If I'm playing on medium, the Detroit player is going to lose 1, and I'm going to lead off. So, oh, that's going to be interesting. So I have some defense cards. I have a lot of defense cards. So, not one of the cards I was hoping for. But what I can do is try to build my team using the farm system. So we're going to do the farm action to start. And, what that means is I have to pay 500 to roll the die. And I can buy DRMs, and I'm gonna shoot for the moon on this one. I'm gonna buy a +2, and I have media in hand, so I'm gonna buy a +2 on this die roll. I need a good die roll here. Here we go. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. So 2 + 4. Oh, it's 4 is I can make this a regular player. So that was my first die roll. I'm gonna try it again. I can't just take a regular. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna pay the 5,000. I'm +1 this time. +1. Trying to bring a Phenom up to the majors. Trying to bring a Phenom up. Oh, my. It wanted to be a 9. It did. Oh, I'm not even going to look that up. We're going to try it again. This is die roll number 3. I'm +1. Look at the... Oh, here it is. For any of you watching who don't believe that my dice are just awful, here's my 4th die roll. And we're going to go... I'm going to roll a 10 on this one. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to buy a +3. 500... plus 1,500. I just spent almost all my money. I'm +3. Come on here. 5. There we go. If you trust me, it's a 5. So that 5 becomes an 8 with a +3. I'm going to burn 2 media cubes. Show you what media does. Bing, bing. That 8 becomes a 10. So that 10 means I have a superstar now. So he makes majors as superstar. Now, if the Detroit player had media that he could play, he might knock that down and just frustrate me even more. But haven't I been dinged enough? So we're going to call that my move. The Detroit player is going to go in the mid-season. And, this is going to hurt a little bit. Player rolls the die. Now, this is an event against me. 1. It's an odd number. The next time I roll on a farm action, I start with a -2. So I'm going to put this on my farm. I'm going to put a little reminder there. The other option would have been next time I roll on the trade impact, I'm -5. So that's an event. So that event, I can't get hit with another event. So I'll live with that. Now, we're in the middle season, which is nice. I needed a superstar to use this card. It's a superstar on my team leads all-star voting. I'm going to gain 3 wins. Oh my. No. I definitely messed up. I had 5 losses for my J rating. Why didn't you guys tell me about that? Here we go. I'm 0-5. Now I'm going to get 3 wins, and I'm going to get $2,000 in media revenue. So I get some of my money back, which is kind of nice. But although I don't know if I'm going to need that. Ooh, didn't bring the Phenom down. I don't know if I'm going to need that because of that -2. That kind of scares me a little bit, and I have a superstar. So that was probably a silly move, but I did it anyway. Okay, mid-season Detroit play, they're not going to attack, they're just going to gain wins. They're going to get 3 wins. So let's give them 3. They're at 3-1 for the phase. And what am I going to do next? We definitely have to do something with our superstar. Superstar Ops with a 4-op card. The multiplier now, All-Star Ops, it was Ops ×1. If you have a superstar, you run Superstar Ops, it's ×2. So that's worth 8 wins right there. That's big. Those are 8 big wins for me. I don't think I'm going to win the pennant, but I want to finish in first place. I want to beat Detroit. That's kind of like my sub goal. So that's where my move is there. let's see what Detroit tries to do to me. A player must remove 3 impact players from the Major League roster. That's an event. And the cool thing is I got hit with an event, so they don't hit me. But what the Detroit team will do is they're going to win those 3 games. So if that was the first event that came out, I would have ignored this, and they would have won 4 games. So as it stands, they're going to win 3. Next up, I need to save these. I really do, but I need to save the defense cards. So I'll actually do the cycle again. I'm gonna kind of dig for a card. I'm gonna spend $1,000. Dig for a card. Hope for 4 ops. Hope for 4 ops. Got it. Cool. What this event would let me do is trade my 2. I have 2 prospects. I can trade them for 3 regulars. So I got to think about this. I have 6, 7, 8 impact players, and if I go from 8 to 11 in the late season, I would pick up 2 games. But that's 2 games. I'd rather burn my manager card with the 4 ops. That's going to give me 8 wins. My manager is a 4-star, plus the 4 ops is 8 more wins. Now I'm 19-5. I'm 19-5 and in really good position right here. I feel really good about this phase. I didn't feel good about the early season. So let's see what the AI tries to do. He's just going to update his roster. All right, he doesn't do anything. He's running scared right now. Now with my record at 19-5, I've hit 24 games on the dot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass. I'm going to absolutely pass, and I'm going to pass with, I don't think, and this is me not knowing the deck, and that's fine because, you shouldn't know the deck. I don't know if there's a card out there that's going to try to injure one of my superstars, so I really want to hold on to this card. But I'll show you the other cards I'm looking at. Pinch hit home run allows me to prevent any ops from being played against me. The bullpen saves the day allows me to prevent an event from being played against me. So I think these are really valuable cards that do essentially the same thing as this. So I'm going to pass with this 4-op card, and I'm going to get paid $16,000. So let me take my $16,000, and I pass. I'm out. There's nothing that the AI can do against me. So now it just comes down to how many wins are they going to get before they pass. So the first round is going to be 4 wins. So they're at 10-1. With 11 games to be played, we're looking at a 10 will make him pass. 3, so he's not going to pass. Let's go back to the op deck. He's going to win 4 more. So 14-1 is now 15. So now a 7, 8, 9, or 10 he'll pass. There it is. He passes with a 9, and he missed out on potentially 7 more wins. So in my quest to knock him off, I think I've won this round. So he passes at 14-1, which is 15 games. So he's going to play 9 more, but he's only going to win 4 of them. So he goes 4 and 5. He's 18-6 for the phase. 18, 19, 20 takes him to 80. And so I caught up a little bit. I'm 19-5. 19, 20 is 76. So, I still have some catching up to do, but I think I narrowed the gap a little bit. Let's do a time check. See how far I'm in. Oh, I only have 9 minutes. I can definitely play through the late season, I think. I'm going to pick up my action cards. I haven't even played this yet. Oh, that might have been a mistake. Oh no, it was 19-5, so that's not the worst thing in the world. I do need to keep track of this. I have to pay off my loan. So here comes $5,000, and here's my interest. So I'm going to get some change. You cannot win the game with a loan. That is in the rules here. If you have a loan, sorry, you automatically lose. I think I'm going to lose anyway. I don't think there's any way that I win 24 games. It's possible, but it's highly, highly unlikely. We're going to play 25... Actually, no, it can't be done. It can't be done because going into the late season now, my depth rating, I have 6, 7, 8 I'm going to lose 6 games right off the bat. So there we go. The best I can hope for is 19-6. 19 wins is not going to get me to 100. So now my goal, I know I'm not going to win the game, but I'm going to beat Detroit. That's going to be my new goal, like I said. And I have a couple cards here in my hand that will hopefully help me. I'm going to draw 4 more going into the late season. Now, if we're playing on medium, which we are, the Detroit player starts the last season with 1 win instead of 1 loss. So the difficulty gets amped up a little bit. So I have 6 cards in my hand. I lead off again. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna win games. So I'm gonna hold on to these. They're gonna be my way to stop the Detroit player from hurting me. That's 9 wins, but it gives me 3 losses. This is the card I was kind of hoping for earlier. All-Star player erupts, make an All-Star into a Superstar. That would have saved me some time. But as it is, it's a 4-op card, and let's burn the Superstar. So if he does get hurt, it's not the end of the world. It's going to give me 8 wins right off the bat. So let us see what the deck has in store for us for Detroit. Well, they're going to update their roster. Nothing's going to happen. And that is that. So, now I'm going to go on to my manager, I bet. Let's play manager card. And let's play this 4-op card. So let's take another 8 wins. Now we're 16-6. We've played 22 games. Alrighty. Let's go. Let's see what the deck has in store for us. The AI is going to win games. They don't attack. They go 1, 2, 3 wins. Right there. Now I'm sitting at 16-6. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna burn my ops defense because it's a 4, and I'm gonna attack the AI for 4 losses right there. So he is now 4-4. Let's see if anything happens to me. Nope, he doesn't attack back. He shoots 1, 2, 3 wins, and he's 7-4. So right now, I'm really hoping that I roll a 10. Highly unlikely. Oh, look at that. It's a 9. And unfortunately, I haven't made the rule, but I'm going to make the rule. No media on this die roll. So he's not going to pass just yet. But what he is going to get, he's going to get another 3 ops played against him. So he's going to take 1, 2, 3 more losses. Alright, so he's going to come after me. It says lose 2 Phenoms and $1,000. Well, I will happily lose the Phenoms and the $1,000 because in my scenario, it has nothing to do with the farm system. There are some scenarios that do deal with the farm system. Mine doesn't. So that's a great event to play against me. Boom, I'll take it. And because of that, I can get rid of this card and not feel bad about it because this is the play the card to prevent the negative event from being played. 3, bang, we're going to hit him with 3 more ops. And, oh, wait, bing, bing, bing. I'm going to see if he was going to, oh, shoot, did I tell if he was going to pass or not? He was 7-7. I don't believe I rolled on 14. It's kind of tough keeping track of what's going on and trying to talk at the same time. Let's give it a shot. I need a 7, 8, 9, or 10. I feel okay. I mean, that's a 4. I feel like I'm cheating Detroit here a little bit. I'm going to hit him with those 3 losses. Bing, bing, bing. So now he's going to take his turn. AI updates roster. So that's that. 7-10 is now 17 games. Still 7, 8, 9, or 10. Come on. There it is. 8. He passes. He's done. All right. So he missed out on potentially 15 wins. And I don't feel bad. So he passed, and I haven't. I'm all by myself. So the way the game works, in multiplayer Lords of Baseball, you're not allowed to have any cards at the end of the game. So I'm going to play this card first. Discard to win 3 games. So I'm up to 19-6 now, which I maxed out. That's as good as it could possibly get for me. I went on a 19-game winning streak and finished the year on a ridiculous pace, but it's not going to be enough. And then, I mean, I can pay $1,000 to discard this, but I mean, I might as well just do it. So I'll do the event on myself. I'll roll the die. A 1. I lose a Phenom from the farm system. I don't have a Phenom anyway, so that card is meaningless. So I pass. I have no options. I can't affect my record. My opponent has passed as well. So I mean, we can kind of put this away because I didn't do the farm system again. Didn't feel I needed to. So let's see about. Oh, I probably would have passed in a real game. Let me go back. I would not have played this when you pass in the late season. I would have got paid. So that's $12,000. But being that this is a 1-year situation, I'm not worried about it. So let's see how the records stand up. He was 7-10. 17. He's going to play 8 more games. He's going to win 4. He's going to lose 4 to go 11-14. 11 is 91. And my 19-20 takes me to 95. There it is. I do not achieve my goal. So Solitaire has defeated me. However, Detroit did not. So I feel pretty good about that. Second place, right? First loser. And second place in a Solitaire game, I'm not sure what you would call that. But this is an idea of what 1 year would be like in Lords of Baseball. Let me just check time so I don't go too far. I'm at 16, so I can talk a little bit for you. Some of the other things that happen in a multiplayer game, a lot of it deals with the farm system and manipulating your phenoms and your prospects into pushing them up into the majors so that you're able to use this Superstar Ops and this All-Star Ops card. These are how you get wins, and ultimately, wins are part of the victory condition in the multiplayer game. Just as I'll show you, I guess, what VPs might look like if I were going to gauge victory points, and I haven't really been playing this way, so we'll see what happens. VP, I'll use a cube. The first thing that we're going to track, hopefully you can see this, I don't know how far I zoomed out, team ratings, each star in the rating section. So right here, I have 11. So I would be at 5, 10, 11, right there. Did I have a winning season? Right here on the track is 82. 82 wins and 80 losses means I had a winning season. Well, I had 95, so I obviously did. And I get points based on what my front office was, because your front office dictates how good your major league team is. I frankly, am amazed that I did as well as I did, and it's pretty much because the deck that I drew didn't attack me as badly as it could have, as maybe other players would have. So with a 2-star front office, I'm going to get 15 points. So that is 5, 10, 15 points right there. The pennant winner would have gotten 15. I would have taken second place because I'm in second place. So that's another 10. That takes me here. The championship, I didn't win, so we kind of skip over that. Superstars, All-Stars, and Phenoms in my board. Superstars are worth 6, All-Stars are worth 4, Phenoms are worth 2. I have a Superstar and an All-Star, so that's worth another 10. So I'd be up here. I'll just knock Detroit off. Media influence. I did not purchase media during payouts. I really thought that I had enough. And once I saw that -2 card come out, I didn't think I was going to do any more. If I was playing the VP game, I probably would have purchased more media. With a 2-star front office, I'm limited to only 2. If you have a 3, 4, or 5, you can accumulate up to 3. So every 2 media cubes that I discard would have been worth 3 points. I only have 1, so I wouldn't have gotten anything for that. My impact players on my roster, I have 8, so that's worth 0. Had I been down to 6, I would have lost 5 points. Down to 5, I lose 10 points. So managing your roster is incredibly important. Money at the end of the game, $10,000 is worth 3 victory points, so that would be worth another 1, 2, 3. And that's it. At the end of the game, the total end of the game, whoever has the most money overall is going to get a bump of 15. Second most gets 10. Third most gets 5. And the player with the most pennants is going to get, that's a typo, that's another 15 as well. And if there's a tie for victory points, money is the ultimate tiebreaker. And that would be how VPs are scored. I'm sorry, there's one more that we didn't put on there. Someone had suggested before that wins on the board be VPs. And I thought that was a little out of the ordinary because the scores would be like 600. They said, well, who cares? And I thought, yeah, you're right, who cares? But I did think that I would taper it down a little bit so that every 10 wins equals a victory point. So I would get 9 VP. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'd get 9 VP for my wins on the board. You can see here when I did VPs, each win equals 1 VP. This is a little older. It's now each 10 wins is 1 victory point. I think that makes it a little better. If you're in the 90 range, somebody else is in the 80 range, the person up in the 90s doesn't get a 10 victory point bump. I think one is enough. One of the solitaire games I played, I actually won 103 games. So, I mean, here's the situation. If you have 89 and I have 101, I mean, there's a lot of points in there to make up, but now it's just 2. And we thought 2 fit a little bit better with, you know, what we were going for. I think I'm going to call it there. Some of the other stuff we got going on here. There's a draft. So if we play the full season after we do victory points, we have retirements. So some of my players might retire. They might be free agents. They'd go away. I'd be able to upgrade some of my players based on, you know, this little matrix. I can change stars around. I just know I have to pay them at the end of the off season. We have a draft where there's a die roll. Where's the die? Let's roll. I rolled a 3, so I would not be able to draft anybody, but I could buy prospects if I wanted to. You know, right here, I could add a regular player, but I have to pay $1,000 to get him. Add a regular, pay $1,000. The events are a little bit different. Let's see, I add nobody, but I still pay. You see that the better die rolls you get, some of the better. You get 2 regulars, 3 prospects. So you build up your organization through the draft, and then we go through another off season, and we play through. I think my favorite with this game is obviously with a lot of people because I like to interact with other people. I think it's a fun social game. It's very cutthroat. You notice the cards that I've been playing, a lot of them have green events at the top, and all that means is it's a good event. You want to play it on yourself. If you have a red event like this, it's an attack card. You attack somebody else. And some of the attack cards are pretty nasty, and some of them are less nasty, but you can tell that the person who designed this, you know, my father came up with, let's say 99% of these events. You can tell that he's a wargamer, because there's a lot of attacking going on. If you have any questions about this play or the game in general, unfortunately the one answer I can't tell you is when the game's going to be available. We're hoping soon, but I've learned that not to give a hard, fast date. All I'm doing with these videos is to try to drum up some early PR, just let people know, hey, the game is out there, and we're still in the hopes of getting it published, of getting it out to market. We haven't gone away. I know it's been a while since I've put a lot of different videos online with the game, but just so you know that this was the latest thing that we're working on, and I thought this little example went pretty well. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said, if you have any questions, by all means, hit the comment button down below. Send me a geek mail. Get on our website, lordsofbaseball.info. That's .info. You can check out some of the other how-to-play videos. Some of those are a little outdated. I shot those last June. A friend of mine at the high school was nice enough to videotape me. You get to see what I look like. If you're that sadistic, you want to look at my ugly mug. Uh, so I'm gonna sign off. Thank you again, and we'll see you again after later.